Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to this training session. And today, in this training session, we are going to talk more about Kami app. Kami is one of the PDF annotator. I mean, with Kami, I feel it is one of your one-stop shops in how to use the full versions of this annotator. It's super powerful. You can work with Google Classrooms, and it really supports students and teachers across the country. They are really doing their schoolwork, especially now with this Kami app. And trust me when I say this, because I am authenticating it. I've been using Kami a lot, whether it comes to correcting my answer sheets, whether it comes to correcting uh, giving them notes, giving them comments, marking. It has really helped me. So it is a very important tool. I'm going to share my screen and we shall start with the things one by one. So I hope you're all able to see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Kami
Yes,
is
ma'am.
one. Yes. So Kami is one app that you have to download. Okay. You can download it for free. It's all for free. There are some advanced options which you need to buy, but whatever options are available for free here, they are definitely very useful for the teachers. So I use a free option only, a free extension. So it's kind of an extension. So if you do not have that extension, you have to go to Chrome Web Store. Just type in Chrome Web Store in your Omnibox. You will get this screen, the screen that you are seeing on on your devices. Just type in Kami here, and once you enter Kami, what happens is you are being taken to the app, which looks like this, right? So it is already written added. You can see on the side it's written added. That means I already have this app. And once you have added it, you are going to see a small icon here. See, with a K, if you can see, I am just pointing out my mouse pointer here. It shows with a K. So once you have added this tool, added this extension, it is going to show in the form of this. So I can use Kami app to annotate, to make lot of changes in my PDF, to um, write and comment and do whatever I want on the PDFs. Mostly teachers do it when they get scripts to check, answer sheets to check. So there are two ways of doing it. How to access now Kami? There are two ways. One is I go to my drive, right? These are my drives. I take up any of the documents here. If I open any document, what I do is I right click on any of the document. For example, this is the document I want to annotate. Annotate means to write, to infuse symbols, to comment, to give voice comment, to give video comment, so many other things, right? So if I right click on it, there will be one option which is share. If I click on share, okay, it is going to work in collaboration. And if I click on open with, it is going to show either you can open with Google Docs, or you can open it with annotate with Kami. So I'm going to click on annotate with Kami, and this is how the document is going to open. This is definitely one way of opening your documents with Kami, that you go to your drive, and from there you fetch anything that you want to open and annotate. There is another way of doing it, which is just click on the icon of Kami that is visible on this toolbar, on this taskbar. You click on Kami, this icon, and this is how it is going to open. So you can open any document here from your drive. You can open from your computer. If you have saved any document on your computer that you want to spread out and then you want to annotate, you can do it from your computer. You can do it from your drive. You can also create a classroom assignment with a Google Classroom assignment. And these are some of the recent documents which I have opened and closed in the recent past. So what I'm going to do is either I can open any one of the documents from there, or I can open one document from here, right? This is how the document opens, and you will see so many things here. You will see so many things. You are going to see this toolbar, so many options. I'm going to try these options one by one, and we'll go through how these options work. Now, this Kami works best if you have pen tab. You know how to, where to write and what to write. It works best with pen tabs. But don't worry, even if you do not have pen tabs, there are many other options that you can try. So this shows that it is a teacher account. It's written teacher here. This shows it's a teacher account. I am not a licensed person because I've not bought this app. Okay, so I am in a trial version as of now, and don't worry, the trial version also works for 3 long months. So I was doing this trial version previously with another mail account of mine. When that expired, I used another account to extend my trial version. So there is, it was. So this is the sidebar. When you click on that, you will see this document that I have opened. All the pages of this document are here. To go on, I can click on anyone. I can see what is happening. All right. Now, this document on the first page, if I click, this shows 6 in the end written here. 6 here means annotations, number of annotations, number of changes that I have done here. So it shows. Now if I keep on deleting, you see, I, here it is one annotation, I delete this annotation, it will reduce to 4. If I mark some annotation, it will again increase. So this number is the number of annotations that you have. I click on this annotation summary, and it will show me on page 1, on this and this date and time you made this annotation. If I click on that, it will show me this was the annotation. Again, this was the second annotation. This was the third annotation, and the fourth one, and so on and so forth. So this shows how am I able to see my annotations um, on a single page, all the annotations on the entire document. So I'm just going to go back. Now this, where is this document going to be saved will be shown here. It is going to be saved in my drive, and I can change this. I can change wherever in this drive also I can change where do I want this document to be saved. Do I want here? Do I want it in classroom, or at any other drive place, any other document place that you want to save it to? It can be saved. You can also change the name of the file if you want. You can name it to anything that you want. So I'm not going to change it much. And this is how it gets saved. Here you can zoom in and you can zoom out. You can change what kind of vision you will like to have of the document. You want to get it zoomed in or zoomed out. This is opening file. You can open another file from your computer, from the Google Drive, from the shared files, and so on and so forth. Then this is Google sharing. That is, if this is the document and you wanted to share it with your co-teachers, with your colleagues, that this is the document and we can work on it in a collaborative manner, then you may share this document. This is a link to copy the document. You can make changes in the sharing permission. You want anyone to view it or to edit it, or to, do you want to give permissions to download it or to print it? All the permissions are here. You can share it with your children also. For example, this is a question paper. There are so many blanks here. You want to share this with the children. Okay, this is the document. You can write down the blanks, you can fill in the blanks, and you can send it back to me. This is how you can share the copy to the kids. You can print the document from here, save it from here, and download it from here. Now, downloading also gives you two options. You can download it on your computer, or you can download it directly to your drive. I always download things to my drive, right? Now, in drive also, you can give the destination. Which folder do you want to get? For example, if it was half yearly answer sheets for class 12th, I created a folder in my drive saying answer sheets class 12th. If I select that folder, all my downloads are going to go in that specific folder only, so that I do not have to look here and there whenever I want to find out. See, there are going to be 100 children who will be sending me answer sheets, and I will be sending them back after checking those sheets, after correcting those sheets. So I don't want to those sheets to get lost in the entire drive. So what I do is I make one folder, and in that folder I send all my downloads. I can send my download with no annotation, whatever changes, with annotations, or only annotations. So original document, a document with annotation, or only the annotations that I have done. And if you click on this, your download begins. Now from here, menu, we'll just go through all these options one by one. There's one split and merge. Now this is a very interesting option that Kami gives you. For example, I have two PDFs. In one PDF, I like 2 pages, and in another PDF, I like another 2 pages. Now, I do not want to send both the PDFs to the children saying, okay, isme se 1 and 2 pad lo, isme se 3 and 4 pad lo. No, not like that. So, what does split and merge do? I can take out page number 1 and 2 from one document. I can take out page number 3 and 4 from another document. I can merge them and make a new document for the children. So either I can split it or I can merge it. I can slice it also, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages wise, or I can merge the documents. For example, I like 5 pages from one document, 3 pages. I take all those 5 pages plus 3 pages and make a new document of my own. So this is a very interesting feature which Kami gives, and I use it a lot. When I make notes and all, I use it a lot. This is OCR, optical character recognition. So if your children are sending you photo, okay, the photo, if you want to make some changes there, OCR does what? It changes that OCR, it changes that image which the children have sent into editable PDF. So you'll be able to make additions there. Many a times you like one exercise, आपको एक exercise अच्छी लगती है पर वो उसका format ऐसा है image वाला, तो आपको उसमें कुछ change, you have to make a certain change in that document. You are not able to do so. What with this feature, what you can do is bring that image here, scan it with OCR, and your image or that document is ready for you to edit. This is another feature that opens up. Then this gives us document properties, like for example, what is the size and who authored it, who tutored it, so on and so forth. Then these are the we are already on the first page, so you can go to the last page, or you can jump to whichever page number you want. I can go to page number 4 if I want. And because see, now this is getting highlighted. Go to first page was previously not highlighted because we were already on page number 1. So I can click on go to first page and we are here, and see now again this is not highlighted because we're already there. So we can jump to page, we can rotate the document as and when we want. We want one page view, this is one page view. We can have two page view also. Two page view means we can have the documents side by side. And see, when I increase or decrease the size, it will show you 2 pages side by side. You can annotate, you can work on that, and it's very easy for you to do. I'm going to go to one page view only because, and I'm going to set it to 100% like it was previously there. And presentation, like you do in slides and everything, you can present your document, you can make changes. And this is how it works when you are presenting your document. You can explain it to your children through this presentation mode, right? Now, these were the options on this side. I come to this one. I can toggle this also. Okay. For example, I want it on left hand side. The toolbar moves on the left hand side. See, the toolbar moves on left hand side. If I want it on right hand side, the toolbar moves on right hand side. But I love to see all my tools on this side of the screen. So I'm going to go here only. So one by one, we are going to do these, and this is going to be interesting. See, one is select option. That is, click on select and you can select any text you want. This is hand tool. You can select the pages, which page number you want to go to. You can drag it up, you can drag it down, so on and so forth. Now this select annotations means you can select the annotations that you have wanted. Now this annotation, one change that I had made, I had written it along. So this annotation, what do I want to do with this annotation? Can I rotate it? Do I want to copy? Do I want to paste? Do I want to delete? So it will only show me selection for annotations. It will not select the rest of the document. It will not select the rest of the lines C, but it will only select the annotations which I have made. So I can delete this. If I select this one, I can maybe rotate it to 180 degrees. I can rotate to 270 degrees. I can copy, I can paste, and I can do lots of other things. I'm going to delete it as of now. Now there is a dictionary thing. You have to select one word, and as soon as you select the word, it will show you what kind of word this is. This is a determiner, this is a pronoun, this is an adverb, and so on and so forth. You are going to get a dictionary. Now this is not a full dictionary, I tell you. When you go for a paid version, there the dictionary options are many. You get many dictionary options there when it is a paid option. For free license, this is all you get in dictionary. Now you can change from text to speech. For example, I want to read the page. Okay, see.
Page 1 of 54. The last lesson by Alphonse Daudet. Detailed study. 1. What was Franz expected to be prepared with for some?
So could you hear it? That it was reading the document on its own. As soon as you click on text to speech, it starts reading out the document. You can tell them which line to read.
What are participles?
You can you can tell them which all, or you can share it on a loop also. For example, I want one paragraph, you want the children to learn it, so you can put that passage or that stanza in a loop कि बार बार usko suno, and then you are able to learn it. So this is a very beautiful option that you get. And then you can select the speed also. For example, I do not want it to go very slow, I want it to go fast, so it will start reading out
Page
fast.
54. The last lesson by Alphonse Daudet.
I can
Detailed study.
do as much speed as I want,
What was Franz
slow
for school that
or
ANS?
high.
That they brought.
This is what text to speech does. Now I come to markup. Now what is markup? Markup, again, it's just a text highlighter. It works like text highlighter. I select this and it gets highlighted. Now it will get highlighted in the color that you have already selected, right? It will get highlighted in the color that you've selected. For example, you don't want blue color, you want green color to be selected, then you select green color and then do the selection. The green color is going to pop up for whatever you have selected. This is strike through. For example, you want to just cut this off, don't want the children to see, you can cut this off in any color of your choice. And you can also underline the things. I'll show you in a brighter color how to underline. I click on this option, underline. Color selected is this one. The most recently used and mostly used colors are on the left hand side. There are so many other colors also. So if I select this, see, it will get underlined. Right now, if I go to this palette, it will show me so many more colors. For example, I don't want red color to be shown always, because this is the most. I want to replace red with blue. I want to replace green with say yellow. I want to replace black with green, and I save it. And you will see all the colors that you have selected. You can make a choice of the colors also, whichever colors you want, or you can set it to default, which will give us the default palette, right? So these are the options. Now the next thing that we do is comment. This is a very, very, very interesting portion, which I also personally use a lot when I am marking papers. I click on comment. I click on any place that I want to add the comment. Okay, this is text comment. Okay, for example, I find that the child has not written a good answer here. So I go to question number 3. I select this text comment. I go and insert a comment, and you will see, because this was a yellow selected color, you can select any color of your choice. And I can write the comment that, okay, this wasn't very good, and is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now it is.
Thank you. So I can go here. I can write whatever I want to write as my comment. And one option is giving voice typing also. So I start, as I'm speaking, it is writing. So whatever I speak, it is going to keep on writing. So it is a big help for the teachers who want to give a long comment on, okay, this answer wasn't very good, or the grammar was wrong, or the expression wasn't very fair. I can keep on doing and it will keep on typing. I'm speaking and it is typing. When I'm done, this is the comment it is going to show, and this is ready for anybody who wants to see it. Right? Now I come to voice comment. Voice comment again means giving voice comments on what you want to give them. Now this is going to be written comment, though I have spoken the comment, yet it is a written comment. Voice comment means, for example, in question number 12, I feel, okay, this space shouldn't have been left, right? So I go to question number 12, I click here, and whatever I am saying, it is typing. Children, you shouldn't have left the space here. The space is not to be left. This is not the format. And this is how the things are going to be done. Once I finish the comment, I click on this button, and it's a whatever I am saying, it is typing. Children, you shouldn't have left the space here. The space is not to be left. This is not the format. And this is how the things are going to be done. Once I finish the comment, I click on this button. Right. So this is how voice typing works. Now this is not voice typing. Actually, it was a voice comment. Now we can do a video comment also. I go to this place, say question number 22, and I feel that the question isn't really good. Why is this not typing right now? Because I am using my camera for recording on this app, and that is why. Otherwise it will show you how the video comment also works. Right? Now this is screen capture. Screen capture means that I want the children not to go through the 54 pages of the document. I want them to get stuck here only. So here they are, and I click on the screen capture. That screen capture is going to give me options of, I am here. This is the portion you have to really be very bothered about, and see, it is recording. So whatever I will do here in this portion, you will see on the side window where the recording is going on. It will show you what is going to be recorded. I write anything, I do anything, it is going to show. See. So I do it, I don't do it, it is going to show. I click on the drawing and I come back here. Again, I share and see. This will give you another idea of how this works. See, whatever I am writing, it is showing on this window. So I can tell the children through this screen capture that this is the place where you need to work more. So if you want, you can do it, or you can delete it anywhere you want, and the comments will get deleted. Now, these were the kinds of comments that you can give. I come back to text box comment now. Text box, in the text box, what you do is click on text box. Anywhere that you want to write a text, you can do this, right? So here, what I do is, a text box has been created. Text box is nothing but a place provided to you where you can write the text. So this is a text box which has been created for me. I can write whatever I want to. I want the children to see it highlighted. And as soon as I click on the text, there are so many other options coming. I can change the font, I can change the size, I can make it bold or italic or underline or strike through. strike through, or you can do it with color. You can do a fill color of whatever you want. And for maths teacher, it's a blessing that what you do is, if you click on here, it is going to give you raised to the power of, and this I don't know what you want. All right, so this is how these options work. And in the, again, text box, now one feature which I like really much here is changing any text to hyperlink. I select this and I click on this link, right? I click on this link. Now what I can do is I can make this text turn into a hyperlink. For example, if I write google.com, let's take it to google.com. I save it. See, it is now changed into an underlined, and जहां पर भी आपको text कोई underline करके ऐसे दिखता है ना, that means it is a hyperlink, right? So this is a text. Now when I click on this, it will show me this is a URL. That is, it is a link. Earlier I had written only the word text, but as soon as I attach a link to it, it gets changed into a URL. And if I click on this URL, whichever is there, it will take me to a Google, whichever site you want. For example, what you can do, how it can be applied in your classrooms is, if the child has written a wrong, say, answer, what you can do in that answer is, this answer was wrong. I had already explained to you in the class. मैंने आपको इसकी video भी भेजी थी. I had sent you a video also of the same. So when I go to this answer, you can attach the link of that video, that for this answer, go back to this answer and see what I had taught you. Right? This is Alka ma'am. Alka ma'am, could you just mute yourself, please? Alka ma'am, please mute yourself, because I don't like muting participants on my own. It's very rude. So please, whosoever is on unmute, please mute yourselves. Now this is a blessing for maths teachers here, which is equation. Let's see how it works. You can insert any amount of symbols, and you can insert any amount of formulas, whichever you can use in mathematics. So this is how it works for, जिसे हम लोग STEM technology भी बोलते हैं ना, it can work for STEM technology as well, right? So this is how equation works. Now this is something, I'll come to drawing later. Let me show you how to insert shapes, which is very easy. You can tell them what is going to be the thickness, and I can insert a rectangle, I can insert a circle, a triangle, a line, wherever I want. So this is more for science and maths teachers, I guess. And this is how you can do. Now another is eraser. Eraser is whatever annotations you have done, whatever changes and you have done, you just have to left click the mouse, hover on it, and see, all are going to get erased. So as the term eraser suggests, this is what we can do, right? Now add media. Add media means I can add anything on this file. Either I can add it from my computer. I can add it on my computer right from, say, any place I can add. Or I can add it from my drive. Whatever I want, I can add from my drive. Say, okay, this is. So you can bring it from any place and add it over here. You can add image from Google also. Right, if I say road and I want to search the Google for that, this is the picture I like. I can select this picture. Okay, because this was not supported. Otherwise, this is how it works. You can bring the pictures and paste it on your documents. And if you don't like the picture, you can just right click, select it, right click, and you can delete it. wherever you want. Now I come to drawing option. What is drawing option? Drawing simply means texting, writing. Because I have my pen tab with me, what I can do is I can go to whichever color I want. I want red also here, or a green, or a black, or a pink. So what I can do is I can keep writing whatever I can give to the children. So this answer is right. This is wrong. You get 4 on 4 here. You get a 3.5 on a 4 here. And whatever. You can decide the thickness. How is the pen going to be like? So if I write 3.5, it is, the thickness is not really good. So I come to 4 and then I try, okay, this is thick enough for me to write comments, and this is thick enough for me to underline and check my places, and I can write also, okay, what is the meaning? Are you clear with the meaning here? So I can keep on writing, I can keep on checking, I can keep on marking. This is how I do um, with the text, or with the, mostly with the answer scripts that you get. You can decide the thickness, you can also decide the transparency. Transparency is, for example, if I increase the transparency, see what it is going to show me. This is not very thick to see, and the text beneath this will be visible. But if I decrease the transparency and I now do, the text beneath that will not be visible. So this is how your annotations transparency is going to be decided. This is how we are going to do with the text. And then in the end, we can do is add signature. Either you can add a signature with a file which you have got uploaded from your computer, or you can draw a signature here. So while drawing a signature, I can very well draw, and I can upload, and I can now insert it anywhere I want. I want here, I want here as well. So you go to signature, you get, right? So anywhere that you want, you can get your signatures inserted. And it's not like that you have, if you have once drawn the signature, it can't be changed. You can go, you can again make another changes in your signature and upload it in the same manner that you can do. So this app, teachers, is one of the most beautiful apps that I have encountered. It gives you lots and lots of I may say lots of uh, uh, frequency, lots of transparency, and lots of places where you can give comments to the children. And it has lots and lots of options which we have just shared. So I'll stop sharing my screen for a while and I'll come back here. Now, I'm waiting for any of the queries or questions. If you have anybody with a question or a query. No one? Excellent,
No,
teacher.
ma'am.
Nothing.
No, ma'am.
Okay, definitely would like all of you to use this app when you are marking. Now though the schools are reopening and we are coming back, and but this online thing is not going to go away. I think for me it has been a brilliant opportunity to learn so many things, and I'm not going to let go of all these learning apps and everything. So I think it's an excellent feature that we can or excellent app that with lots of extraordinary excellent features which we can use. I'll stop the recording now.